This is a loving dog. Oh! This is a loving dog. Oh God, Jesus, this is a loving dog. Oh, skirt. And this is a loving dog. Guys, I'm out of breath. I just picked up all the dogs, as you see, and I didn't expect them to be so heavy, but they are. They're a little solid. They're a little solid. Look, all these dogs are loving dogs, but let's face the facts. They're aggressive dogs. They're aggressive dogs, sometimes towards each other, and definitely I don't always trust them around people. But let's be clear, we didn't get them so that we could trust people around them, if I'm being honest. Is it about the dogs around people, or is it about the people around the dogs? In this case, I don't trust people around my dogs because people don't like to admit they're animals. These are animals at the end of the day, and they're nice looking, but they're animals. And the only thing more dangerous than an animal is a human, because we act out of emotion. So who's a real threat? Oftentimes we are. So if I get the rope, all the dogs, you see, they're docile, they're hanging out. Once that rope comes out, they're gonna get active. But the question is, not yet. The question is what do you do with aggressive dogs? Well, by nature, pit bulls, as you know, they love to get a little rowdy, highly motivated. They're independent thinkers. They're instinctual. They're not dogs that you train, the dogs that you manage, if we're just being honest. And mind you, you can teach them to sit down, lay, work, all this stuff. But the truth is, they're aggressive dogs for a reason, because they were bred to fight. Now imagine breeding a bunch of Mike Tysons. In your mind, you go, man, I got a new Mike, a new Iron Mike. Imagine a batch of Mikes coming out, just kids, just all. It's like, look, we selling all of them, and you know they gonna go to work. And they all gonna be heavyweight champions of the world because they were bred for one purpose and one purpose only. Now in your mind, you don't want that to be the story, but that's what was written into their DNA. By design, I'm gonna always be black. There's nothing I can do to change that. It's gonna be a little Negro in there, some German back there somewhere. I got a few freckles, so you know there's some white people somewhere in the lineage. But the facts are this: I'm gonna always be black, and they gonna always be aggressive. You can remove some of the prey and breed more docile dogs, but objectively, foundationally, they're going to act like some hoodlums. And your job, if you have an aggressive dog, is to try your best to manage that aggression and make sure it doesn't get out of hand. And what does that mean? A lot of communication, a lot of stimulation, and even more importantly, a space time so that they can turn around and be themselves a little bit. You know how some people like to go out and party, like you buttoned up at work. Soon as Friday come, you look at your clock, man, where the bitches at? You turn into a whole different character. Somebody outside your job see you like, man, Mike, what happened? Hey man, you ain't see me here, bro. Be in the corner, ducked off. Get just lit like a Christmas tree. You gotta call somebody, get an Uber home. Look, you know who you really are. You know, and you don't want everybody else to know who you really are. Well, this dog has to be who it is. That's the thing. It can't be something that it's not. And that's the one thing I love about animals, because they are going to be what they're supposed to be. The most dangerous dog is actually probably the Jack Russell. I mean, literally, you want to know which dog has got more heart and will than anybody? Is that fool right there. Because he don't know that he's small. And all it takes is a dog like Ego to like crush him. And it's over. So are they aggressive dogs? Yeah. Are they dogs that we properly manage? Oh, absolutely. Are they dogs that need stimulation? Of course, just like we do. We need human interactivity. We need connections. We need relationships. We need stress. We need a lot of things to get through our days if you think about it. And y'all think a dog don't? Especially an aggressive dog. Look at John rolling around like a donkey. So at anywho, people, if you got an aggressive dog, you've got an aggressive dog. We can't beat around the bush. You just got to learn how to deal with it. Stan, you want to add anything, man?
You hit the head on the nail with that one. Took the words right out of my mouth. But you want to give these dogs something.
Be very clear. It ain't never going to come out of his mouth like that.
Hey, not yet. We working on it. But with these dogs, you want to give them some type of outlet, because if you don't, they will find one on their own, whether it be chewing on your fence, chewing on the other dogs. But if you're not spending that time showing that dog what you want, communicating, hey, this is okay and this isn't okay, you're going to have a problem on your hands, people. So show your dog exactly how to be a part of your life. And like Trev said, remember, they are an animal at the end of the day.
Take care of your dogs, people. Listen, we're going to do more stuff in highlighting aggression, what it looks like. And if you've got aggressive feeders or eaters per se, if you've got new dogs you brought into the house and it's brought out new behaviors, it's one of those things where just like you talked about that middle child, right? It's a thing. I was the firstborn and I didn't get no love, just so we're clear. Someone said the firstborn, he gets all the love and attention. That was not my story. But the littlest one, my brother, the little joker, he got to protect the little guy. He was little for a long time. So point is when something new comes into the home, kids, they have identity crisis and issues. They say, hey, am I going to get the same love? We're having another. Children go through all these different phases, right? And that leads into adults, and that trauma follows you around, and now you all got all kinds of personal issues. At the end of the day, a dog is a dog, and these dogs are highly motivated dogs, and it stems from why and what they were bred for, and that's to work, and not necessarily an animal.
I was going to ask, what about aggressive possession?
You talking about resource guarding?
Yeah, exactly. I remember I was talking about that boarable.
Well, that's the thing. You bring in two pups. It's like the older man, if grandpa's sitting down eating and kids come up and surround him and they start digging in his plate, grandpa gonna get a little tight. Like, what are y'all doing? Get your kids. These fucking kids out of here. It's the thing, people. You bring a dog or pups into a new environment and you let them run loose. There's people who understand and respect us saying, hey, the dog got to go in the crate. But if I have ego and he gets, let's say 5, and none of these dogs exist, and I bring in a new dog, a puppy's going to be a puppy. The general runs around like a jackass for 2 hours. Matter of fact, it just doesn't stop. I tried to let him down and different times stay out and out the night, and you go, man, this dude just was a live wire. He's humping the dogs. He's just like, get this little jackass. That's a lot for a dog to handle, people. So when you bring in 2 new pups, I don't know what the structure's like in the home, but structure, aka routine, is probably the most important thing, because all those dogs are Boerboel and 2 pit bulls. Let's be candid and saying, Boerboel was designed objectively, if you go do some research, to keep Africans out of the diamond mines. So they're nippy, they're motivated, and they're independent thinkers as well. You ain't never seen no Boerboel sit down, stay, lay. That ain't happening. Matter of fact, there are people I know who got Boerboel said, you can't go in there and tell him that. You can go in there if you want. But that dog was designed to do one specific thing and do it very, very, very well. So I repeat, you got resource guarding, then that means the house is it's in disarray. That means something's off, and the dog who lived there first, he doesn't feel safe. That's a problem. And then that safety is gonna come out in other ways. So either 2 dogs gonna gang up on him because they homies, or he's gonna kill them both. And I know a 9-month-old Boerboel that killed a deer on his own. So if that dog gets motivated, it's gonna be like this, back and snap, and he'll take a blow. He'll take a blow to the shoulder or the back, because them young ones don't know how to get busy yet. But come year 2, it's going to be hell in that house unless you get that dog under control. That's the truth. And good luck. But again, we could do more stuff. And literally, we got so much stuff we got to do. Jesus Christ. It's never ending. So keep taking care of your dogs. Good luck for those people who have aggressive dogs. I repeat, that's who the dog is, people. Keep taking care of the dog.